Hey everybody, I'm Beebs Kelley. Welcome back. Today I am answering the questions you guys have been sending in. Meghan Markle claimed she had no help, and that is why her fashion was so bad and her style looked so poor and so many mistakes. She may have said that nobody taught her anything, but I personally find that extremely hard to believe, and let me tell you why. The institution, as they liked to call it in their Oprah interview, wanted nothing but success. Tell me one good reason to believe that is sound and logic why they would ever avoid helping anyone joining the royal family, the working force of the monarchy. Why would they ever not set that person up for success? It would be horrible and make them look bad. So they wouldn't do it. From a business perspective, from a PR perspective, from a normal family perspective, being in the public eye, it just makes absolutely zero sense. And there are facts to save the day on this one. Factual, facts. She actively rejected mentors and helpers and lessons. She said no to those offers of help and guidance. And there was a lot of reports from people saying that she was notoriously difficult, in which case, if you don't believe that person's word for it, then what makes you think you should take somebody else's word for it over theirs? The truth often lies somewhere in between. If you didn't witness something yourself, then it would be safe to say she was at least somewhat difficult. At least would be a reasonable approach to take, a nice middle ground to find. There is nothing wrong with being strong-minded and knowing what's best for you, but if that's the case, then you stand by it. You don't turn around and blame the institution or everyone else or anyone else. That was all a lie. On Oprah, she declared that no one taught her anything or offered to help her. And she was offered help, offered what equated to classes and coaches. It's like if an athlete who qualifies for the Olympics shuns all of their coaches, teammates, and teachers and quits training before the actual games and then turns around and blames them when they don't win. You should have owned it. You should have said something along the lines of, it's a lot harder than it looks. I didn't take the help I was offered and I got lost in it. I made mistakes. Imagine the respect she would have gotten if she had owned her own behavior and choices. If you will be on display, you should take all the help you can get, lots of it, because people look at it from all angles. You're being photographed or videoed. You want to ensure that things look nice. It's not that looking nice is 100% of the value, but it is noticed. Our eyes are one of our 5 senses, and people are going to notice what you look like and how you present yourself, no matter who you are, but especially if you're a figure in the public eye. There is a profound rejection lately of looking at things and calling it what it is and being able to label what you see. And I'm not sure why that trend is culturally so pervasive, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that our visual observations of how something or someone looks is bad to own or to have those thoughts or to say those things about what something looks like or someone looks like. I mean, we're able to say if a food looks gross, why aren't we able to say that an outfit doesn't look good without it being like insulting? I don't understand. It just makes no sense to me. And yes, no one should be ever treated poorly due to their appearance. And you must take into account many factors, but looking at celebrities, the rich and famous, royalty, people like that who have the funds to dress however they wish, and seeing how they present themselves is completely appropriate. Would you accept a newsman with chronically messy hair that falls into his face all the time? No, it doesn't look professional, so you wouldn't accept it. Can you wear boxer shorts to the office? No, it's not acceptable. Would you accept a diplomat or a president wearing jeans and a t-shirt to a state dinner? No, you would expect them to be polished and presentable. The same goes for any of these sorts of things, and Meghan and Harry seemed to be insulted by the fact that they were representing an actual real thing that has actual real standards. Honestly, how you present yourself just does make a big difference. It is really impactful, and it's a strong indicator of what the person's intentions are. So while some fashion faux pas or mistakes or an outfit not being that great is totally fine and normal, and everybody has those moments, chronically not following reasonable requests or expectations, or looking disheveled, or just kind of refusing to go along with established rules and protocol for no good reason is one of those moments where somebody is kind of being antagonistic. At a certain point, that's what it starts to become, is they're literally actively kind of going against or giving the middle finger to an institution or a situation or a workplace or whatever it is. And as many people have pointed out, I myself have said it before, they were working royals, meaning that was their job or duty. So there was a bit of a dress code to it, to look professional and presentable and clean and polished and things of that nature, and to follow certain rules of etiquette for many, many reasons. And for Meghan to claim that she had no help or guidance on it is foolish and silly, but also, why would, like, just logically looking at it, why would that be believable? Because the institution wants to be represented in a good light, in a good way. They want success from everybody who's part of it. They want the faces of the monarchy to look amazing all of the time because the pictures are what grace the front of the newspapers. So they would never in a million years, it makes no sense, want to set someone up for failure. They just wouldn't. And the popular opinion leading up to the wedding, before leaks of negative behavior started to come out, people were very supportive. I'm sure that there are some lumps of coal you can find in the headlines, but some of the headlines that Harry and Meghan rely on to make their case of something being negative were US based headlines, like the one that was like straight out of Compton. Yes, that's unappealing and false. She's not from there, and how stupid and distasteful for them to say. But it's also was the United States. It was a US reporter who said that. So it wasn't the British press who even said the most unappealing of things half the time. So anyway, I'm not saying there wasn't issues, but when it comes to her claiming that she had no help and was set up to fail is just silly. Even if there were rivalries between offices or PR groups or anything like that, they still wouldn't have wanted anybody to have disastrous failures or consistently sucking at what they do. They wouldn't want that. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Let's have a discussion about it. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Don't forget to click the bell icon, and subscribe to this channel, and you will get notified of any upcoming videos. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope that you have a happy day, and I will see you next time. Bye.